AVtv is a product of the AV journalism class produced for the students of Amador High School. The views expressed on the show do not represent the views of AVHS teachers, admin, or PUSD personnel.
Good morning, Dons. Today is Thursday, February 2nd. I'm Luke.
And I'm Emerson. We are your hosts for the 23rd AVtv of the 2022-2023 school year.
Let's get right into some announcements. Amador artists, don't forget that the school-wide mural contest to decide what to paint on the walls of our school is still open to submissions.
To submit an idea, just go to tinyurl.com/avmural. Luke, are you planning on going to junior prom?
I plan to, but I keep forgetting to buy my ticket.
Well, lucky for you, prom ticket sales are still going on until February 17th. Tickets may sell out before the week of prom, so make sure you go early. No additional tickets can be purchased once they are sold out.
We AVJ reporters and editors are very proud of our program and all the hard work that goes into it. We love to show prospective students what we do, so if you're interested, please come by room J4 during lunch tomorrow.
Of course, we'll have cookies. If you'd like to apply to be one of the leaders in our class,
which we call editors,
please come by and pick up an application and a cookie.
Remember, Journalism 1-2 and Advanced Journalism do not require applications to join.
Now, one last time, let's take a look at our AVJ commercial.
Next Monday is the start of our annual Donversity celebration, led by Amador's Donversity Committee.
That's right. Here to give you a preview of the show and events during the week is the Donversity Publicity Committee.
Hey Dons, Donversity 2023 is finally here and we have some announcements for you. First up is the schedule for next week. Monday through Thursday will be our regular schedule, but Friday is going to be an AV Rally schedule day. On Monday, we have the AV Film Festival and World Map and Library entry. On Tuesday, the choir will be singing international songs. On Wednesday, during Access, we will be watching the Donversity documentary, and during lunch, we'll be having the World Cup Challenge. On Thursday, during Access, all students and teachers will be playing the Donversity game, and at lunch, we'll be having the Club Festival in the Quad. And finally, on Friday, we will have the 2023 Donversity Rally. We will also be having a Spirit Week next week. Monday is Flag Day. Wear the colors of your country of origin's flag. Tuesday is Ethnic Clothing Day. Wednesday is Jersey Day. Wear a jersey from your country of origin. Thursday is Campus Community Day. Wear something that represents a group on campus you're a part of. Friday is Class Colors. Freshmen wear yellow, sophomores wear purple, juniors wear white, and seniors wear black. Let's get excited for all the celebrations next week.
Did you know that February is Black History Month? To recognize impactful Black Americans throughout history, Amador's African American Literature class has brought us this next segment. Let's check it out.
Phyllis Wheatley Peters was the first African American and second woman to publish a book of poems. She was born around 1753 in Gambia, Africa, and was taken by slave traders. She then was enslaved by a man named John Wheatley and his wife Susanna. Phyllis was a very sick and lonely child, and this caught Susan's attention. Although it was unusual for slaves to learn academic things, this family gave her an education, and sooner or later, she knew how to read and write. She wrote over 100 poems in her life, and 30 of them had lost. Although she was an African-American slave, Phyllis Wheatley was one of the best-known poets in America.
Phyllis Wheatley was famous in both American and England colonies, but she published her work in England because that's where she was most accepted and appreciated. In her poem on being brought from Africa to America, Wheatley describes some of our cellular race, the scornful eye, the color is a diabolical dye. Remember, Christians, Negroes, black is king, may be refrained, and join the angelic train. This poem shows Wheatley's anti-slavery views through a religious lens as she explains how both black and white people could go to heaven despite how Black people are looked down upon many.
Phyllis Wheatley married John Peters in 1778. They both suffered through poverty as it was difficult for free Black people to get jobs. She tried to gain support to be able to publish more poems, but she wasn't welcomed by the American public. Her last poems were not as successful as she had lost many of her supporters after being emancipated. Despite her lonely end, Phyllis Wheatley was a pioneer for both African American and women's literature. She challenged the notion perpetuating slavery that Black people were inferior to white people through her eloquent poetry. As an enslaved Black woman, Wheatley was a revolutionary writer who challenged the world around her and published poems despite her difficult circumstances.
If you are looking for ideas on how to spend your Valentine's Day or Palentines Day, if you are spending it with friends, AVtv reporter Audrey Coombs has done the research and is here to deliver. Let's check it out.
With Palentine's Day shortly coming up, we put together a couple recipes you can make with your pals to celebrate this fun holiday. The first recipe to try out is a heart-shaped pizza. For this, you will need pre-made pizza dough, shredded mozzarella cheese, and fresh mozzarella, cherry tomatoes, pizza sauce, pepperoni, and other vegetables to garnish. Set aside your dough to rise for 30 minutes. After that, sprinkle some flour on your work surface and roll out your pizza dough. Use your fingers to shape the pizza dough into a heart shape. To prepare your toppings, fold the pepperoni in half and cut with kitchen scissors to make a heart shape. Then cut your mozzarella balls and cherry tomatoes in half. To assemble your pizza, spread pizza sauce and add your pepperoni. For a flower design, put mozzarella balls and cherry tomatoes in a cluster. Then put in the oven for 475 and bake for 8 minutes. Now you have the perfect pizza to eat at Palentine's. To make the charcuterie board, you will need dark chocolate, chocolate sweets, chocolate melts, dark chocolate covered almonds, strawberries, a red apple, raspberries, baby bells, assorted meats, crackers, and cherry tomatoes. To make chocolate covered strawberries, melt chocolate in the microwave in 30-second intervals until melted. Dip the strawberries in and set aside for cooling. To assemble the heart skewers, place sliced cherry tomatoes on a diagonal to make a heart shape and put mozzarella cheese and then repeat. Next, cut the letter X onto 2 baby bells and set aside. Then, to create a rose, place salami slices along a sauce container, fold down the sides, and flip. Lastly, assemble all your pieces onto a butcher block, arranging the pieces how you like and until the board is full, and there you have it. Make sure to make some yummy treats with your pals this Palentine's, and this has been Audrey Coombs with AVtv News.
Now we have another segment.
The first thing that people should know about creative writing is that it is a class where we write. So there is a lot of freedom given, and I think with that autonomy, students have to come prepared to both try new things but also to be self-starters.
So we get a lot of work periods as part of creative writing because then it means we're both able to work on projects that Ms. Perry assigns to us and also projects outside of school.
Yeah, like specifically Fridays are always independent work days. Usually we'll have a unit, like our first unit was playwriting, and then you can also work on something else. Like I had other short stories I was working on, and it was just nice to have the time that you normally don't get from after school or in other classes.
I would recommend it to students who want to explore writing beyond the, sort of traditional research-based or literary analysis essay.
Right now I'm writing a play for the stage, but in class altogether we're writing a choose-your-own-adventure story, so it starts with the main plot and then each student will write a possible outcome for the ending.
It's difficult to find time to really write and get in sort of the right mindset for writing, and her class is a really good place to do that.
Now we have our first commercial. Now we have another commercial.
So, you lost in an argument. You want to win arguments. Then it hits you. Course selections. You look, skip, bingo, debate class. You sign up. Wait, why are you doing this again? Too late, you're in. First day, hello, welcome to debate. You get handed a topic, then are told to present. In front of the whole class. You stand up, walk to the podium, knees are weak, arms are heavy, but regardless, you feel ready. You present, look up, and see the whole class. Oh, that's right, we don't clap, we panel. Everyone loves your speech. You soak it all in, yet you still have a few doubts about the class. And then you hear, no homework's assigned. Boom, you're sold. You get over your fear of public speaking, meet new friends and frenemies, learn how to use ethos, pathos, and logos to your advantage. You go through Lincoln Douglas debates, No, not that type of Lincoln. This type. Parliamentary, and finally end with improv. You construct, adapt, strategize. You write, edit, rewrite, edit, throw it all away, start over, construct the perfect argument. Game day. You debate, win, debate, lose. That's okay, you still have fun. You become an expert debater. Now you're ready to take on anyone.
Now we have another commercial.
The Japanese program in Amador provides courses 1, 2, 3, AP4, and Honors 5. Let's take a look at what we do.
So we learn Japanese. We do a lot of working pages, and then that teaches us more on Japanese. We have a textbook, and we learn through that, and then we get quizzed.
Learning the Japanese is great and all, but my favorite part is the food.
We make a variety of Japanese foods like yakisoba, which is the stir-fried noodles, yakitori, which is the grilled chicken. We make omusubi, onigiri, which is like rice balls.
So the Japanese Fall Festival is an event we host at the school. It's to donate money to the Children's Hospital. We have different stations. We have the food station, we have the video game station, we have some other games, origami and calligraphy. It's a really popular event, especially for the food.
Okay, Dons, we are back again with our weekly trip around the campus. This week, AVtv reporter Amy Sitter went out and found more news, announcements, and other information that you need to know.
And she put it all together in this week's Around the Campus in 60 Seconds. Let's check this out.
Hey Dons, I'm Amy Sitter, and I'm here to take you on a trip around the campus in 60 seconds. Course selection signups for next year are open starting today, February 2nd. You can go to Q Student Connect, click on your grade for next year, and then click Edit/Add Requests and choose your classes. Did you know socks are the #1 requested item in homeless shelters except for shirts and underwear? Cross Country is putting on a sock drive for people that don't have the luxury to afford them. If you are able to participate, you can drop off new pairs of socks in the bin in the main office. Tomorrow, February 3rd, is the last makeup day to submit your contract submissions for spring sports. Your athletic contract is the last page of your home campus registration. It says confirmation message at the top, your name and sport below it, and then a student and parent signature at the bottom. This is the only paper you need to bring to the activities window at the office. Outdoor Ed Cabin Leader applications are still open for Vintage Hills, Moore, and Alisal. Participating qualifies for senior service hours and is open to all seniors, juniors, and sophomores. Just head over to bit.ly/3ALT01D. Remember, Dons, AV journalism applications are due February 6th, and tomorrow is Dawn Deckout Day. This has been Amy Sitter with Around the Campus in 60 Seconds.
Dons, don't forget how important it is to stay connected. You can find out everything going on around campus by going to AmadorValleyToday.org or follow us at AVHSinfo on Instagram.
In addition, don't forget to follow the leadership Instagram at AVHSDons, where you can find out about all the Spirit Weeks and other ASB activities going on around campus.
Well, that's all we have for today. Make sure you hang around for today's birthday grams and check back in with us next Thursday for more news, announcements, and profiles. Thanks for joining us, and remember, Dons,
it's always a beautiful day here at Amador.